So in West Virginia, we had a terrible case of chemicals leaking into the water supply, into the river nearby. And 300,000 people had their drinking water poisoned and could not drink the water for several days. Okay, now a lot of people got sick. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. First of all, understand that the company that did this is called Freedom Industries. Apparently, freedom isn't free, right? It costs you and your family a lot of money, time, energy, resources if you're in West Virginia. In fact, 1 in 5 people reported health issues after the chemical spill. Now think about that. 300,000 people, 1 in 5, do the math real quick. Looks to be about 60,000 people reporting health issues. Okay, that's got a high price tag attached to it. By the way, they did a study at Marshall University, and this is just of the businesses affected, let alone the human beings, the private citizens who were affected in West Virginia. It cost $61 million to that community in terms of the business cost, okay? Now, how serious was it? Well, OSHA finally looked into it. Before, by the way, the accident, OSHA never inspected this facility. You know how Republicans are always complaining about over-regulation? In this case, no regulation. They never looked at the facility at all until they had already spilled the poison into the water. Okay. Now, afterwards, they look into it and they say inspectors classified both of those citations, the 2 citations that they got, as, quote, serious, meaning the workplace hazards could cause an accident or illness that would most likely result in death or serious physical harm. Boy, that does sound serious. So after they recognized that, those 2 citations, well, they let them have it. They fined him. You know how much? $11,000. $61 million in damage, tens of thousands of people injured, right? Nobody can drink the water for days on end. It's an absolute disaster over there. An $11,000 fine? Are you kidding me? That is a joke on the American people. Like, imagine if Al-Qaeda had poisoned the water in West Virginia. We might declare war over it. When an American company called Freedom Industries does it, $11,000. What a sad joke. $7,000 for keeping chemicals in diked areas that were not liquid tight. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, you got them. And $4,000 for not providing employees with proper hand railing to walk over the storage dikes as they went on to spill the poison into the water. There are no winners in this story. Freedom Industries is a mess. They've declared bankruptcy. But for God's sake, the point is to deter other people, to make sure that they are careful so they don't poison the local communities. An $11,000 fine is not sufficient to do that when you affected 300,000 people and cost at least $61 million. You see, what this is privatizing the gains, because before they declared bankruptcy, Freedom Industries made plenty of money and they put it all in their pocket. Did they share it with the people of West Virginia? No. Did they share it with taxpayers? No. Did they share it with you? No. Okay? They put it in their pocket. And then after they do the damage, well, sad day for you, that those $61 million in costs, everything else, the health costs, you're going to bear that. That's socializing the losses. You privatize the gains, socialize the losses. It's not that they don't like socialism. Just as with the big bankers on Wall Street, they love socialism when it comes to their losses. Profits are for them. They buy off the government so they don't get any regulation, again, whether it's Wall Street or this situation with chemicals, right, in the water. But afterwards, oh, they love the government. After they cause an enormous mess, they say, government, gimme, 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 gimme. Then all of a sudden, they love big government. They love socialism. They love crony capitalism. They either take a huge amount, as the bankers did in their bailout, or in this case, pay a comical, ridiculous fine. $11,000. That's insult to injury. That's spitting in every person's eye that got affected in West Virginia. This is what happens when you don't regulate. Of course they're going to take more risks. Of course they're going to try to save $5 here and $10 there. And then when the damage is done, it's done to you, not them. They don't give a damn. Now you think, oh, well, the damage was done to them too. They went bankrupt. They didn't personally go bankrupt. Every executive that worked there all those years got the money anyway. They have it in their pockets. They already went home. The only damage is to you. Wake up, man. That's why we need the government, which is the representative, supposed to be the representative of us, the people. Remember, that's the whole point of our democracy. to represent us and to protect us so they don't poison the water that our kids drink.